Thoughts on McDonald's getting rid of the self-checkout machine? Oh, self-serve drink machines. Oh, are people abusing it? Are people like abusing the self-serve drink machine and now they're gonna get rid of it? They don't use it. Wait, really? Holy sh! This is a disaster. This is a disaster. This is a public policy disaster. McDonald's is eliminating self-serve soda machines at U.S. locations. It's an important point in every child's life when they get the big drink cup and they make their own custom soda by mixing Gatorade and Powerade and Coke, and they tell their parents about it. That's a canonical event. Mine was Powerade and Coke. Yeah, yours and everyone else's, bro. I would mix Fanta and High C and Sprite to make the most sugary. I always wanted a soda that was really sweet. Like, it had almost instant diabetes. Was what I was hoping for as a kid. Oh, so bro, by 2032, we'll all be dead by then. Who cares? By 2032, dude, as a classic American, I could never imagine any problem more than a few months ahead of my face. That's 10 years away. I don't care. That's a different Brandon to deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's not my problem. So that customer and worker experiences will be consistent across all ordering points. Say goodbye to hybrid drinks. Oh my gosh, what I was just saying. It's theft, huh? That's what I thought. It's gotta be theft. That's a bummer. I wonder if people are like legit, because I know the classic gambit, right? The classic poor college student gambit, which I did at a Taco Bell. I'm ashamed to admit. I'm actually not ashamed to admit it. Taco Bell. I mean, whatever. Is you get a water cup, which they're legally required to give you, especially in Arizona. And then you fill it with soda, specifically Sprite, because Sprite looks like water. You want Sprite, bada bing. What's the problem? What's really the problem? Okay, they're not, it's nobody's starving over it. Or bring back an old cup from another visit. Now see, that's where I think you're starting to push it. That's probably why they're doing it. I think it's old cups, and then probably people, what I'm concerned about is people like filling, you know, someone's not looking and they fill a jug or something. You know what I'm saying? They fill a gallon bucket or fill a 2-liter, and then they leave and they just bring that shit home. They're doing it so people don't dine inside anymore. I think that's bullshit. That's a nice cover, but I feel like it's gotta be, because it still makes the customer experience better, and then your employees don't have to refill for them. It's cheap for them. Yeah, well, listen, I'm not worried about McDonald's bottom line. I am aware though that if they are losing money on something, they will get rid of it, which sucks for the rest of us that weren't really abusing it. Like, or slightly abusing it, you know? The Redditor that had a backpack for Baja Blast with a tube going into the cup. Yeah, I remember seeing the diagram. This is an all-timer, dude. The greatest heist ever. It worked too? Of course it worked, bro. This reminds me of when my little brother was so concerned about sneaking a Chipotle burrito into a movie theater that he wrapped it on his leg like a gun. Like he triple rubber banded it to his leg. And then he gets in, of course he gets in the movie theater, and now there's burrito juice all down his leg. And he's like, please, he's like so smug. And it's like, bro, you could have just walked in with it. They don't fucking care. They're not paid enough to care. So yeah, they don't pat you down exactly. Exactly. It's not like a fucking dystopian movie. You're not entering the Hunger Games and they fucking chuck everybody at the door. Most movie theaters don't care if you walk in and sit down for a free movie. I think they do care about that. How would you get past the ticket guy at the front? That's what I don't understand. They do care. That's how they make their money, by the way. They care, they don't check. But they do check at the front. There's no ticket guy. What movie theaters are you going to? You just walk in and pick a theater and walk in? There's some kind of front gateway. What are you talking about? Yeah, there's a ticket scanning guy. That's their whole business. California ass motherfucker. Do not tell me, as someone who grew up in 13 different states and Germany and Japan, that I'm a California motherfucker, because I've been to a lot of movie theaters across this great nation, and they always check your ticket at the front. Always, 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 always. They've never once been like, just open season, no employee there, walk in, pick a theater. They can't afford a ticket guy, so now it's the honor system? That's blowing my mind. When a smaller theater is understaffed, so you guys are going to mom and pop smaller theaters that are understaffed and then stealing. They have like 6 people in the theater and you're just fucking sneaking in. That's cool. No, that's based. That's really sick of you guys. Just only pay when you go to fucking AMC for your fucking third viewing of whatever Marvel slop came out that year. But never pay at the mom and pop, dude. I like that. Just only pay for the slop. AMC is easy too. I remember my dad is a big double dipper at movies. You know, you pay for the family to get in, and then you see one movie, and then you're past the security now. So you just take the family to the next movie, whatever's playing. And my mom is such a rule follower. She just gets so scared. She just gets like really fucking nervous. Like she's nervous we're going to fucking jail. Like this is fucking, it stresses her out. And so I remember, this is like, I don't know, a formative memory for me. I was like 11 or I'm a kid, you know? And we just walked out of one movie, and my dad's like, let's go to that movie. Let's walk. But you have to cross the concession area. Like the movie we just came out of was on the left side. We have to cross the concession area, and there was no other people there. It was just a lot of employees. And my mom was sweating like they were going to see right through us. My mom was like, no, no. She would not walk across this fucking just central of a movie theater. And so eventually my dad was like, come on, we're going to do it. And he starts walking with all of us. And my mom grabbed me and my little brother and walked us out the front door. Because she thought we would get like a criminal record. She thought we'd get in trouble. And then my dad had to fucking leave. Do you think it's a bad idea to visit mainland China this year as a US citizen? I don't know about for you. I know that for me, because I really do want to visit China. In fact, after I made that China video about the debt crisis, I got reached out to a bunch of mainland Chinese people who, like, there's a guy who owns a karate studio in China and teaches kids there. It was like telling me about his experience. People were telling me about like what inflation is like, or not what deflation is like right there. You know, it was like a lot of nice people telling me their stories of what it's like in China and giving me boots on the ground information. And I was like, damn, it'd be cool to go visit, you know, just go see Shanghai. And then I looked into it and it's like, you know, the odds are not high of this, but they're not zero. That the fact that I have a military background, like grew up on military bases, have a military ID, US military ID, and have many videos extremely critical of Xi Jinping, like online, I could actually get in trouble. Like I could actually, there's a non-zero chance that I get detained or flagged or like that's a real thing that could happen. And so like I can't go because the risk is too high for like Ari, and which is crazy. That's also you're bald. I don't know if they have any anti-bald laws in China. I understand you guys are all saying that's true. No, I understand that it's true. Well, actually, I don't necessarily. There is some hair on my head, but I don't think it's relevant. What I'm saying is it's not relevant. My streamer is a prisoner of war. You understand that I'm not currently being detained in China, right? Are you guys, when I tell a story, do you just hear every third word and kind of put it together? Or do you like, are you following? I was talking about my plan to possibly go. And now you're talking about like I'm a current prisoner of war, of which there is not a current war. We read between the lines. Yeah, I do agree that you do that. I don't agree that it's a great method. H-Rock, can you drop a joke real quick? You are talking too much about nonsense. Thank you to my mod Ataru. Glizzy hands. We're so back. Good one, boss.